What did you say when Biden called you and said he wasn't running? Well, I immediately thought of him first. No, you didn't. You know, I mean, fracking. Dana Bash had her dead to rights. It's like, you said this. I have the quote. I'm reading it to you. You said there should be a ban on fracking. Why can't they just go, yeah, you know what? I got it wrong. I was talking to the wrong people. You know, she's had this ridiculously high turnover.
Bill Maher just lit CNN on fire for shamelessly boosting Kamala Harris while trashing Trump at every turn, and trust me, the left won't like this. He tore into the network's bias, accusing it of twisting headlines into Democrat propaganda and blaming it for Harris's political collapse. Maher's critique wasn't just sharp, it was a nuclear-level takedown. Buckle up, this one stings.
CNN is the place where both sides can watch. And
I'm talking about the people on CNN. And I know what the conservative side of America thinks, and I don't blame them. They were just gushing about how great a speech it was. And I think she did fine. I didn't think it was as good as they were making it out to be.
Remember when CNN acted like Kamala's every bland slogan was the second coming of political genius? A simple "we must do better" became a headline, a panel discussion, and a parade of experts gushing over her brilliance. Bill Maher called it out for what it was: PR disguised as journalism. Desperate, dishonest, and embarrassing. CNN wasn't informing the public, it was running cover, and Maher shredded their act on live TV.
It does look like tokenism. It's kind of like the same as The View.
I don't think that you can say that CNN is anything but fair. Everyone who was speaking last night, it's not like they were all Democrats. I mean, we had Dana Bash, Jake Tapper, Abby Phillip.
They come across
giving
that way.
Analysis.
They come across that way. In a moment like that, it was like 5-1.
When CNN's Caitlin Collins tried to defend the network by insisting they do cover Republicans, Maher wasn't buying it. Sure, they invite conservative, but always as cannon fodder on a stacked panel. He compared CNN's setup to The View, one poor Republican outnumbered, mocked, and steamrolled by a mob of liberals. For a network that calls itself serious news, Maher made it clear, it looks more like daytime talk show theater.
Conservatives do not trust CNN because it is so staunchly anti-Trump. He's not wrong, because they'll put on people like Adam Kinzinger or Anna Navarro, George Conway, and call them Republicans, or pretend that's being balanced by putting them on by saying, oh, see, these conservatives don't even like Trump. Only Scott Jennings over there can be called a conservative. And Maher is right. It's almost always 5-1 on shows they portray as news programs.
It's no mystery why people don't trust CNN. Their idea of balance is dragging in token Republicans, either weak debaters or barely conservatives, just to use as punching bags. Maher ripped into the fakery, pointing out that it's not debate, it's staged theater. And viewers aren't stupid. They see the bias, the stacking, the dishonesty, which is exactly why CNN keeps bleeding viewers to networks that actually let both sides fight it out.
Asks you, do you have the time? Your answer is not, I do. If you, do you have the time? Right. Yes, it's 4 o'clock. Well, you have to understand that words don't always mean what they mean.
And when Tim Walz said, like, the American people, I talk like they do. No, you don't.
No.
No, you don't. You're a huge liar, like all politicians are. I don't care, by the way. I've always said this about politics. They're all going to lie. They're politics. It's what they lie about. I don't give a shit what you did during the Iraq War. You were in the Guard. So I don't understand why they just can't. You're just insulting my intelligence.
This time Maher didn't just target CNN, he went after Kamala Harris and Tim Walz too. Walz has been caught stretching the truth about his military and political record, while Harris claimed she visited the border when she hadn't come close. Then her team tried to spin why she ducked Joe Rogan's podcast. Maher cut through the spin and called it what it was, lies packaged as credibility. He warned that softball interviews only make the dishonesty worse.
When she said, what did you say when Biden called you and said he wasn't running? Well, I immediately thought of him first. No, you didn't. You know, I mean, fracking. Dana Bash had her dead to rights. It's like, you said this. I have the quote. I'm reading it to you. You said there should be a ban on fracking. Why can't they just go, yeah, you know what? I got it wrong. I was talking to the wrong people. You know, she's had this ridiculously high turnover. Like 42 of 47 people as vice president are gone. Just blame it on them. You know why these assholes are gone? Gave me the wrong information on fracking.
Dodging, spinning, and rambling, that's the Kamala Harris playbook. On fracking, she flat out rewrote her record once it became politically inconvenient. And when asked what she could do better than Biden, she delivered one of the most incoherent word salads ever broadcast. Empty phrases stitched together to sound deep but mean nothing. Maher spotlighted it because it sums her up perfectly: say a lot, mean very little, and count on the media to polish the mess.
What the bug up there is about IVF. I mean, I certainly understand abortion. You know, there's a baby growing in the womb. I get it. It's going to be a human. Doesn't bother me. But yes, it is murder. Again, doesn't bother me that it is.
You're not supposed to mess with that. That's what many people think. You're supposed to let.
Oh, I see.
Great man upstairs.
Oh,
yeah, it goes back to that It goes back to that stem cell debate that George Bush had.
Yes.
Remember? It goes like the Terry Shive. It's just like life, laugh. We support laugh.
Here's where Maher is dead wrong and badly. He blasts the Catholic Church for failing children, but at the same time supports policies that end innocent lives before birth. That contradiction is why he'll never fully cross into conservative territory. He postures as the fearless truth-teller, yet turns a blind eye to the most glaring truth of all: you can't claim to fight for justice while excusing the destruction of the most vulnerable.
What explains Donald Trump's appeal to young men? I saw today that the gender gap, I think, is the widest. I mean, it's very predictable. I mean, the women are much more for Kamala, and the men are much more for Trump, generally.
But it's not predictable if you look at past elections where voters under 30, generally men and women, went for Democrats. This is remarkable. I think to explain it...
Wait, you're talking about under 30?
Yeah, the under 30
What's going
gender
on
gap.
There?
It's very different than past elections. In 20...
Bigger?
Kamala Harris is losing young men fast. They were key to Democrats in 2020, but years of narratives that dismiss and emasculate men are catching up. Instead of inspiring them, she doubled down, picking a safe older running mate while Trump sent the opposite signal by choosing a younger one. The message is clear: Trump values young men's energy and future, while Harris sidelines them. That contrast is costing her dearly.
In 2020, young men and young women voted for Joe Biden at roughly the same rate. Over the last 4 years, and now with Kamala Harris, young women are voting for Kamala Harris at that same level, if not more. Kamala Harris has barely moved the needle with young men. They have gone more toward Trump. There's a lot of reasons for that. I think Trump has exploited culture war stuff. He appears on hyper-masculine podcasts, and he just seems like a fun bro who's not going to ban your zins, you know?
The left mocks podcasts that promote strong masculinity, but here's the truth: strong men build strong families, strong communities, and strong nations. Weak men create chaos and dependence. Millions of voters rallied behind Trump not just for politics, but for the cultural rebellion he represented: strength, resilience, unapologetic confidence. The elites may sneer, but the demand for toughness and leadership isn't going anywhere.
This could actually be, this is a real issue for Kamala Harris, though. Like, this could be fatal for her campaign. So if Democrats need to win 60% of the youth vote to win the White House. Hillary came up short, Obama did it, Biden did it. Kamala Harris is right now at like 55% of the youth vote. If she doesn't get to 60, she could lose the election, and it's because young men, Gen Z men, are breaking to Trump.
Kamala Harris faces political disaster if she doesn't address why young men are abandoning her. This isn't a minor issue, it's a time bomb. Young men see Democrats mocking masculinity, pushing woke narratives, and treating strength as a problem. Unless she rejects that agenda, the exodus will continue. And come election day, those men won't be cheering her on, they'll be voting her